Good day, it's me again, John Merck Humos. And now after discussing the business model canvas, let's go now to the method which is the lean production. And let's talk about it. Sa isang business, laging may process whether sa production ng products, services, and of course, kumakain ito ng time. And ito ang kahalagahan ng lean production. Kasi isa itong method na makatutulong sa pagpapabilis ng production sa paraang pagtukoy at pag-alis na maaaring magdudulot lamang ng sayang na oras at mga hindi naman importante at walang value na part ng business, which is called yung waste. Siyempre, ang lean production ay may pinanggalingan. At ito ay sa Toyota. And the original idea ay galing kay Sakichi Toyoda noong 1920s and 1930s. Pero noong 1950s lamang ito na fully implemented. Mayroong 8 ways sa lean production. Ito ay ang transportation, inventory, motion, warning, overprocessing, overproduction, defects, and skills. Una ay ang transportation or mas kilala bilang touches. Is the unnecessary movement of materials, equipment, or information. Example nito ay maraming taong nagre-review ng pare-parehong document. Isa lamang ang kopya at pare-parehas lamang ito at mas nakadadagdag sa unnecessary materials and movement na pwede namang kumuha na lamang ng kopya sa paraan ng pagkuha ng picture or pag-photocopy nito. Next example is emailing information between people or departments. Isa din itong unnecessary movement of information naman kasi it takes time. Next example ay ang paglilipat ng inventory between storage area. Next, yung moving ng equipment or files between work areas imbis na nililimitahan or nalilimitahan ang working time and space, nadadagdagan pa ito dahil sa mga hindi naman mahalagang gawain. Another example ay sa Bahama Bistro. Example ng transportation ay yung pag-shift ng mga supplies between two location. More time and expenses ang nakakonsume kasi different location pa ang pinagdideliveran. Pangalawa, waste sa lean production ay ang inventory, which refers sa pag-store ng maraming supplies na mayroong malalaking halaga na materials on hand than needed or mas mga kailangan. Example ay valuable floor or storage space na puno ng hindi nagagamit or di nagagamit na items. Next example is pag-store ng mga assets na mabilis ma-expired or ma-out of date. Another example ay sa Bahama Bistro. Ang example ng inventory ay ang pagbili ng mga years worth na coffee beans when next day delivery is available naman sa nagtitinda. It costs so much supplies talaga and hindi na mag-dispatch at mabenta lahat. Pangatlong example sa waste in lean production ay ang motion. Ito naman ay yung mga ginagawa ng mga tao na hindi naman nakadadagdag ng value sa productions or sa products or services. Example ay pag-store ng mga gamiting tools or materials sa mahirap abutin or kuhanin na lugar. Next is hindi organized na workplace kung saan gumagawa or nagpa-process ng mga products. Next, pag-open ng maraming software application para makompleto ang mga steps. Another example sa Bahama Bistro, ang example ng motion ay ang pagbabalik-balik na pagpunta sa stock room.
Number 4, waiting. It is the most prevalent of all 8 ways and it refers to process delays while waiting on people, equipment, materials, or information. Yung waiting po is doing nothing or working slowly in a process. Example po nito is yung pag-aantay po ng information to arrive, and at Bahama Bistro naman po is example po ng waiting is yung pag-aantay ng customer sa order nila. Number 5, overprocessing. It is any effort that doesn't add value to the product or service from the customer's perspective. Yung overprocessing po is doing more work than necessary. Example po nito is yung pag-a-add ng features sa product or service na hindi naman kailangan ng customers. Example naman po sa Bahama Bistro, yung overprocessing po doon is yung pagsusulat ng full name ng customer sa every cup na i-consume. Number 6, overproduction. It is making more units earlier or faster than the next step in the process or the customer requires. Yung overproduction naman po is doing work before it is needed. Example po nito is yung paggawa ng mga unnecessary large batches. At example naman po sa Bahama Bistro is yung pagbubrew ng kape na higit sa kailangan within a day. 7. Defects are information, products, or services that are inaccurate, incomplete, or missing. Yung defects naman po is yung mga mistakes or errors na nangyayari at kailangan na i-rework. Example po nito is yung mga errors na nangyayari at over and over. At Bahama Bistro naman po is yung example ng defects is yung kunyari nag-request po yung customer ng milk sa kape niya and ang nilagay po ng employee sa kape ng customer na yun is soy milk. 8. Skills refers to not making the best use of people's experience, knowledge, skills, creativity, or capability. Yung sa skills naman po is parang kontento na yung business or company sa kung anong merong skills or abilities na meron yung workers nila. And the example po nito is yung hindi pag-offer ng training sa mga employees para i-expand pa yung skills or abilities nila. And sa Bahama Bistro naman po is yung pagtitrain lang ng mga iilang employees to operate the register.
What is 5S? The 5S is known to be an antidote to waste. Sort or seiri, set in order or seiton, shine or seiso, standardize or seiketsu, and sustain or shitsuke. First, we have sort or seiri. It removes unnecessary items from each area. It is also keep only what is needed. For when we say sort, this is throwing all unnecessary things within the business premises. Lahat ng hindi kailangan dapat tanggalin. Example, sa mga bahay natin, meron tayong mga gamit sa bahay na inaabot na ng ilang taon na hindi naman natin ginagamit or hindi naman na natin kailangan gamitin. Na kumukonsumo ng space or nangongolekta siya ng alikabok. It is bad especially if sa business. In practicing 5S, pag hindi na kailangan, dapat itapon na agad. Kailangan na agad natin alisin yung mga bagay na hindi naman kailangan. Next, set in order or seiton. A place for everything and everything in its place. Organize the work area. Each item should be easy to find, use, and return. Lahat ng gamit natin, maliit man o malaki, dapat may lalagyan. Saka dapat kung paano mong dinatnan ang isang bagay, ganun mo din iiwan. Set in order achieving levels. 1. Just beginning. Items are placed randomly throughout the workplace. It means kalat-kalat pa yung workplace mo. 2. Focus on basics. Needed items are safely stored and organized according to frequent of use. Mga bagay na hindi gaanong gagamitin, medyo nakatago na. Yung mga madalas gamitin, kailangan madali yan makita. 3. Make it visual. Needed items are outlined, dedicated, locations are properly labeled, and required quantities are determined. 4. Focus on reliability. Needed items in work area minimize in number and are properly arranged for retrieval and use. Yung 3 and 4 natin, ito lang yung continuous improvement. And lastly, number 5, continuously improve. Needed items can be retrieved within 30 seconds and require a minimum number of steps. Next, shine or seiso. Cleaning and inspecting the workplace, tools, and machinery on a regular basis to expose problems. Remove the dirt and grime and keep it that way daily. Keep it clean, plain, and simple. In short, maintain the cleanliness example sa malfunctioning item. Sa business, kung nagme-maintain ka ng cleanliness, malalaman mo agad yung mga malfunction sa isang item. Dahil when we say cleanliness, pumapasok dito yung inspecting things or monitoring the equipment, place, or even employee. Kaya malalaman agad if may malfunction sa product mo or sa item. Next, standardize or seiketsu. It developed a standard procedures and protocols for the first 3 rules. Isusulat mo talaga siya dito. Kapag ba ikaw ay nagsosort ka ba on a daily basis, weekly basis, or monthly basis? Nakalista yon. Dapat nakalista yon. At sino yung magsusort sa araw na yon? Si employee A ba? Si B? O si C? O kaya naman si nanay or si tatay? At sino ang magsiset in order? Sino magsasalansan ng part na to? Dito sa part na to, everything should be in order. Sino, saan, kailan, at gaano kadalas. Yun yung protocol na dapat meron within the 5S. At kailangan, pag may protocol ka, dapat masusustain mo. Dito na papasok yung sustain or shitsuke. Create a system which will monitor and ensure that the standardized procedure is consistently being performed. Dito, in short, dapat magiging cycle na siya. JIT production. Just-in-time production minimize the time, labor, and materials in a manufacturing process. Dito pumapasok yung pamamaraan sa JIT production. This system ensures that goods are being produced only as they are needed. The desired outcome is a streamlined production system that maintains minimal amount of on-site raw materials, minimal wait times in the production process, and small batches sizes. JIT production uses the principle of pull system. The benefits within JIT systems are low working capital, since inventory levels are quite low. Reductions for needed space and materials for handling goods, since there are no piling up of too many stocks in the process. The main pitfall with the just-in-time system is that an interruption to the system can quickly shut down the process, since there is no buffer built into the system.
Next, we have the pull system. A pull system is a method for controlling the flow of resources through a process. The goal of such a system is to replace only what has been consumed at the optimal time. It is called a pull system because resources are pulled into the pipeline only as they are needed or requested. This differs from a push system which attempts to use forecasts and schedules to drive the flow of production. This system requires constant and precise monitoring of demands, which is done using Kanban. Kanban, signals or visual controls, are used to trigger material and information movement or production execution through the pull system. The goal for this system is to support continuous flow, make one, move one. The Kanban pull system is a way of synchronizing the material and information flow of disconnected process to enable just-in-time production or JIT. Next, we have push system versus pull system. Ano nga ba yung pinagkaiba nila? So sa push system, make all we can just in case or tinatawag na make to stock. So dito, makikita natin yung production is approximated based on anticipation, inventories are high, and there is waste. So sa pull system naman, make what's needed when needed. Or yung make to order. Dito naman, production is precise, based on actual consumption, inventories are low, and waste is reduced. Next is Kanban. Kanban is the Japanese word for sign, which is an inventory control system used in just-in-time or JIT manufacturing to track production and order new shipments of parts and materials. It was developed by Taichi Ono, an industrial engineer at Toyota. The Kanban system can be thought for a signal and response system. When an item is running low at an operational station, there will be a visual cue specifying how much to order from the supply. The person using the parts make the order for the quantity indicated by the Kanban, and the supplier provides the exact amount requested.
Six Sigma. So, ang Six Sigma, ito yung nagpo-provide ng tool or techniques para ma-define or ma-evaluate each step ng isang process. Nagpo-focus ang Six Sigma sa pag-i-improve ng quality ng process within the business. So, yung Six Sigma, nag-start siya noong mid-1980s sa Motorola Corporation at pinasikat siya ni Jack Welch. So, ang Sigma, nire-represent nito kung gaano kadaaming variation ang meron sa process relative sa customer specifications. So, yung Six Sigma is merong methodologies, DMAIC at yung DMADV. So, yung DMAIC, ito yung most commonly used method ng Six Sigma. So, sa method na to, ini-improve nila yung current capabilities ng nag-i-exist na process. So, yung DMADV naman, ito naman yung method kung saan nagke-create ng product, process, or services. So, dito sa method na to, kadalasan yung mga senior employees na ang gumagawa kasi komplikado na yung method na to.
Okay, the Six Sigma methodologies. DMAIC or Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, Control. This method is used to improve the current capabilities of an existing process. This is by far the most commonly used methodology of Six Sigma improvement teams. DMADV or Define, Measure, Analyze, Design, Verify is the method used when you need to create or completely redesign a process, product, or services to meet the customer requirements. DMADV teams are usually staffed by senior managers and Six Sigma experts. Our Six Sigma methodologies are: first, define. Identify problems within the system process. For example, in this case, we use a tool called Voice of the Customer or VOC. VOC represented the needs and requirements of our customer. Our VOC showed the following: customers expected prompt delivery, the correct product selection, and a knowledgeable distribution team. And next, the measure. It is to collect the data from the process where problem occurs to verify its current performance. For example, we wanted to determine why customer didn't like our company. So we performed data collection and we found out that we took 56% longer to deliver products than our competitors. Okay, the third one is analyze. It is scrutinize the business process to reveal the root causes of the problem and variation. For example, so we identify the problem, which is the slow delivery. Then we ask the question, why was our delivery so slow? Our analysis produced the following causes. First, inaccurate sales plan. Second, issues with our safety stocks. Third, issues with vendors' delivery performance. And last is falling behind on the manufacturing schedule. Further analysis showed that 80% of our sales came from 30% of our product. We didn't have enough safety stocks to get 30% of our product to the customer who required it. Okay, next one is improve. Is to develop the gap closure action, test and implement changes based on root causes being analyzed. For example, we begin to focus on solving this problem and we begin having monthly reviews to ensure our in-demand product stays in demand. Another thing, we focus on what to order and provide the customer with the products they wanted. And next is to control. It is full of implementation of improvement to sustain the gains. And for example, we created plans to monitor sales on our best-selling 30% of the products. Each year, we would review how well the products did and replace it with a different topic if was the falling out of demand. Okay, let's give an example para mas maintindihan natin, okay? So, for example, cleaning the garage. Imagine you want to clean up your garage so you can fit a new motorcycle inside. You could use lean methods to accomplish this goal, pero ang gagamitin natin for today is Six Sigma methodologies. The first one is to define. It is to identify the scope of the cleaning project. So, cleaning the garage is not cleaning the whole house, okay? And the next one is to measure. It is based off the square footage of the overall garage and of the open floor space. Set a goal for required amount of open floor space. You may eyeball this but it is a measurable area, so ayun, okay? The next one is analyze. It is to understand the types and amounts of materials currently in place and the available storage for that location. Next one is to improve. Use learn tools, for example, pipes, spaghetti diagrams, and etc. to execute cleaning and organizing, including removing unessential materials. Install improved vertical storage facilities to minimize floor space use. And lastly, the control. It is level storage spots. Put after photos in place as ongoing targets. Conduct weekly audits to ensure stuff doesn't accumulate.